Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Mr. Partyboy128 doing a review today of a gun I got a couple months ago. It is the G&G GR15 Raider XL. This is a gun that is part of G&G's budget series. Now, what they mean by budget is there is a couple of slight differences from what you're normally seeing from G&G. One of the most obvious things is the polymer body. It is not metal, it's a plastic composite, a very nice plastic composite. Makes the gun have a nice lightweight feel to it. Another thing that they did was they don't have a high FPS. These only shoot about 320 FPS. They are blowback. They do have one negative thing that I can say about them. It's the plastic hop-up. It's not really that great. I'd recommend getting a new one. I'm just waiting for mine to come in. But out of the box, this is a fairly decent gun. I have done a couple of add-ons to it. First being the silencer and the PEC box and the ACOG, and the rail covers. Those items do not come with it. It also does not come with a battery. So when you get this gun, make sure to pick up a nunchuck style battery because the battery is housed in the rear. I have here a Tynergy 1600 milliamp 9.6 volt battery with Dean's Ultra plugs. Dean's are great. They offer a very good trigger response time, as well as they'll bump up your rate of fire a little bit. One problem that I had with it was the motor. I don't know if I just got a bad egg. I've heard other people say that they had the same problem with this exact same gun, is the motor. First problem I had with it was right out of the box it shot once and then it wouldn't work. So I called customer service. They told me, alright, you're going to have to unjam the gearbox. Basically, they maybe take the motor, have it spinning, and then jam it up into the gearbox and listen to all your gears grind. That's always nice. But anyways, that worked. I put the pistol grip back together and shot a couple times. Still didn't work. Found out that it was actually just the wires inside of the pistol grip. They weren't connecting to this piece right here. I don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, they were basically just falling off. It was a quick fix. Took a pair of needle nose pliers and just pinched it a little bit tighter so they would clamp on there. The gun worked great for a little while. Then I had another problem with the motor. Basically what would happen is once my battery started to once my battery started to die a little bit, the motor wasn't getting enough power to actually pull back the spring. It's not really the battery's fault. It's after about 20 minutes of use on the battery, it just wasn't strong enough to power the motor. So I had to replace that. Right now I have here a Classic Army ultra high torque motor. Excuse me. This motor is the equivalent to the Matrix 3000 motor. Roughly the same specs. It's a great motor. I got it for about $23 on eBay. Somebody had it in a gun. They decided to get a Matrix. Kind of stupid move on their part. It's, practically the same thing. Those two things combined gave me a great trigger response time. And also an extremely high rate of fire. Now, most airsoft players, to preserve the life of their spring, after they're done shooting on full auto, and they're leaving the field, they're going to pull it once to clear the chamber, but also to reset the spring back to here so that it's not tensed up. You know, you've got stress on your gears, on your motor, on the piston teeth, and on the spring. But what G&G has done is they have a fully functioning, what the hell is it? Forward assist. There we go. Basically what that just did, reset all the gears, reset the piston. Great feature on this gun. I really love it. I wish all my AEGs had a feature like that. Yeah. Other than the motor being crap, this is a great gun. It does leave a lot of room to be improved, though. Some things that I'm going to do to it is, right now it's shooting about 320 FPS. I want to get that up to about 425. Probably because I'll be switching to 2.5s or 2.8 gram BBs, 0.28 gram BBs. Yeah. Another thing that I've already done to it is extending the barrel. I haven't put the inner barrel in yet, but I have gotten my outer barrel extension. This is an AGM flat black, clockwise and counterclockwise, 110 millimeter Mach silencer. It is filled with foam, which is great because it does actually silence the gun a little bit. From roughly 30 to 40 feet away, all you really hear is a whisper coming out of this gun. Yeah. Internally, I believe the barrel is about a 608, which is very, very loose. I would recommend upgrading to either a 604 or a 603. If you want to be really daring, go with a 601. I wouldn't recommend it. Especially if you're playing outdoors, dirt gets in the barrel, and you end up with jam BBs. But 603 is a great barrel. You know, just get something like a Mad Bull, or I've heard some people like JBU. I haven't experienced those yet. Mainly stuck to a Prometheus. I had an M16, and that was phenomenal, but I really don't like the price. It cost me about $50, $60. So I'm going to stick with a Mad Bull. Mad Bull will run you about $30. If you do not put a barrel extender on it, it's going to be the normal 363 millimeter length M4 barrel. With this silencer, I am going to get a 455 millimeter 603 Type bore barrel. Internally, the hop-up unit itself is not all that great. You might have to loosen that that screw just to adjust it. The hop-up chamber is plastic. Never seen that on any guns. You know, most of what I've gotten has been metal. The bucking and spacer are fairly decent. They offer a nice backspin on the BB, giving me a fairly good range, approximately 150, 175, sometimes 200 feet with no wind. That is using 2.0 gram BBs. Yeah, other than that, of course this is the extra long version, meaning that the rail system is just a little bit longer. It's not an M16 length or anything like that. I thought it was, you know, a longer barrel length, such as an M16. But unfortunately, it's just a regular M4 with a really cool rail system and this amazing pistol grip. I wish I could find more of these pistol grips. I'm going to look online. So far, what I've seen that's similar to this runs about $50 or $60. It is a very comfortable pistol grip. It basically has a slot for each one of your fingers, and of course your trigger finger there. And the great thing about this is there is no thumb plate, which means that it is ambidextrous for all you left-handed shooters or people that switch hands. You know, that's a really great feature that they added to this gun. All in all, I would give this gun probably a 4.5 out of 5, or, you know, a 9 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10. Only because of a couple, you know, negative things. You know, the FPS is a little low for my liking. Some people like that because, you know, there are limits. And also I had a little bit of rust because I store this in my basement where my workbench is. So that did get a little bit rusty. But other than that, it's a very good gun, very good range. You know, of course the motor was kind of a disappointment. The fact that it didn't come with a battery kind of upset me, but I had some store credit lying around, so I picked up 3 batteries. I have 2 of these guns that run off the exact same battery, so, you know, it's always nice to have a couple of spares. Some of the things that came with the gun, I have here the Timiyama plugs. I don't use Timiyamas on any of my guns anymore. They're just garbage. They have a very low connection, which causes a lot of resistance, which means that energy is going to travel slower. It came with a rear sight. The rear sight is great if you don't want to use any kind of optics, or if you just don't have the money, you know, just leave this on. Most people don't even use their optics. I use mine about half the time, so it kind of works out for me. Of course, the motor, I replaced that. And it comes with a G&G 450 round high cap magazine. You know, great magazine. I've used it a couple times. You know, mainly because the field that I go to, we only have about 5 minutes between games, so if I use 6 mags that game, it was pretty hard to fill up mid caps that fast. So sometimes I'll just throw in a high cap and be good to go. But yeah, this mag actually runs about $30 by itself. So if you keep it with no scratches, just tell somebody it's brand new, sell it to them for $20. You know, that's what I'm planning on doing with it. So I use mid caps. This is one of the styles of mid caps that I use. This is a older G&G mid cap waffle mag, or thermal, whatever you want to call it. Great mag, had it for a while. Feeds about 142 BBs. You know, as you can see, it's getting kind of old, it's starting to chip away, but it's just wear and tear. The other brand I use is just standard mag, 130 rounders with my own customized mag pull. Basically just take some duct tape or Gorilla Tape, you know, fold it in half, put it on here, and then tape around the edge. You know, great little mag pull, especially for you guys that have deep pockets in the vest, and, you know, you're kind of digging in there trying to get this thing out. Just put a mag pull on it. Makes it very easy. Anyways, that concludes my review of the G&G GR15 Raider XL. If you're gonna buy this gun, the only places I would recommend getting this from would be either Airsoft Megastore, and use their coupon code THANKYOU, one word. You'll get $10 off. I don't know when they're going to stop that. I know they just changed the website, so they're putting that up there. $10 off coupon off of an order of 100 or more. So this is going to run you $205 off that website, or you can purchase it off of eVike. eVike, you know, usually around the holidays or during the 4th of July, they'll run a 20% off coupon. And 20% is a lot. I think they have this gun listed for $240, which means that you're going to save yourself $48. Means that the gun comes out to $192, making it the best deal. But you do have to pay shipping. Keep that in mind. That's probably going to run you about $15, $20. So it evens out to the Airsoft Megastore, who offers you free shipping on orders over $149.99. Airsoft GI, they offer free shipping. They have this gun, and they also have the metal version. The metal version of this is, I believe, $320, which is pretty insane. But they do have this for a reasonable price. think it's pretty similar to e-bikes, $240. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.